CDN News at 8, live from Carmel Catholic High School with Aaron Risley, Hope Simutis, and Chief Meteorologist Willie Gillespie.
Good morning, I'm Aaron Risley.
And I'm Hope Simutis. It's 8:03.
Important news about today's schedule. Periods are as follows. Period B, Mass, then E, and school ending with period F at 1:56.
Nuestra Voz is hosting Posadas, a Mexican tradition for reliving Joseph and Mary's journey to find a home for Jesus on November 30th from 6 to 8 in the lounge and cafeteria. Up next is Willie the Weatherman.
Good morning, Hope and Aaron. Starting off, not bad right now for late November. We're currently at 30 degrees, mostly sunny skies out there. Pretty good sunrise if you caught it coming into school this morning. Beautiful, those winter sunrises, excuse me. So 23 is our dew point right now. Winds out of the southwest at 4 miles per hour. So pretty light wind, not too bad compared to what we've seen in the past few days, where those winds have really dropped. Those wind chills as a result and made it feel a lot colder than it actually is out there. So there is that sunrise this morning. This was taken around 7:15, I believe, and you can see over Baker Stadium there as the sun comes up on this Tuesday morning. Beautiful Tuesday in store. As you take a look at current conditions around the northern Illinois area, it's 35 in Waukegan right now, 30 in Crystal Lake, 29 though in Aurora, 31 in Homewood. Out west, inland, even a bit cooler than that. You can see they're in the upper 20s. Far away from the lake, it's 28 in Freeport and 29 in Dixon at this hour. High temperatures today, quite a spread across northern Illinois. Going to be warmer down to the south. Not a huge temperature spread here, a few degrees, but as you can see, kind of a north-south gradient here, which we really haven't seen recently. It's been more of a lake-enhanced temperature gradient, but we'll see temperatures mainly south of I-80 closing in at 50 degrees, but still in the mid-40s up in the northern tier of Illinois. So kind of a slight change. But those temperatures are still going to be nice and mild for late November. Hourly forecast will warm, as I mentioned, into the mid-40s. Mostly sunny skies stay with us through about noontime and begin to see a few clouds move in. These will be scattered, no precipitation, but those clouds will be with us as we head into the late evening hours. So as we look at your forecast for the next 7 days, not too bad. We'll be looking at the 50s by Thanksgiving. As you can see, 54 for Thanksgiving. We will have a slight chance of some rain in there. Nothing too bad, though. A few showers here and there, but really nothing significant. But as we look towards your weekend, we're going to continue with those warm temperatures. We'll be in the upper 40s for your weekend and cooling down a little as we head into Monday. Not bad and much better than those brisk temperatures we saw last weekend where our lows were in the single digits. So we're joined now at the desk with Father Christian. Father Christian, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming on the show this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Wanted to talk about the Mass today.
Yes, I look forward to celebrating Mass with all of you this morning. And, you know, as we approach the Thanksgiving holiday, this is a great way to come together as a community of faith and to, above all, give thanks to God. You know, the word Eucharist literally means thanksgiving. And so we come to give thanks to God for the many gifts and blessings we have in our lives.
And talk a little bit about the Advent season coming up, because that is starting to approach. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, time flies. So this Sunday, we commence with the first Sunday of Advent. So that means this is a new liturgical year. And Advent comes from the Latin meaning to come to. And so this is a time of preparation, prayer, and joyful anticipation as we once again gear up to celebrate Christmas, the Lord's first coming, but also as we await the second coming of the Lord, as we profess in the Nicene Creed and in the Apostles' Creed, for instance. But please stay tuned. If I could give a little promo, stay tuned for more information about Advent in future CDN segments. Also, we'll have prayers geared towards the season of Advent and other events and opportunities as well.
Father Christian, thank you for coming on the show. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. We've got Liam with sports. Is that right, Liam?
Welcome into sports. Last Sunday, girls' varsity dance team got first place in their division and JV got second. Way to go. Boys basketball won last night 51-49 against Deerfield at Mundelein High School. And as we look into the NFL season, we have, for Thanksgiving Day games, we have the Bills playing the Lions in Detroit. If you remember, the Bills played the Bills played in Detroit last Sunday due to 77 inches of snow in Buffalo. Like, that doesn't happen. As for the Lions, they're coming for the Lions. They've won 3 in a row against the Bears and last week the Giants, a demanding win, 31-18. As we look ahead to our second game, we have the Cowboys and the Giants. The Giants 7-3 and the Cowboys 7-3. And that's going to kick off at 3:30. Now, if we look down here, we have Dallas -9. So what that means is if Dallas started the game with -9 points, or if New York started with 9 points, then it'd be a fair game, is what they're getting at there. And the night game, we have Patriots versus the Vikings, 7:20 on NBC. Vikings coming off an abomination of a loss to the Cowboys, 40-3. But let's just talk real quick about these uniforms, okay? I think they're cool. The yellow numbers, that's their primetime alternate game. And for the Bears this week, taking on the Jets coming off a horrible offensive loss for their offense against the Patriots, putting up 3 points the entire game. The Bears coming off a hard loss to the Falcons. Justin Fields got injured in the game. He's day-to-day. But game's going to kick off at noon in East Rutherford, New Jersey. New York Jets are favored by 4.5 in that game. If we look over here, though, we have the Jets, Zach Wilson. Robert Saleh didn't commit to him this week. Usually he's always backing him up, saying he's the quarterback, but he hasn't done that yet this week. So it'll be interesting to see what he does this week. And now at the desk, we are joined by Caitlin Brunk and Kira Ackerson to talk about the girls' basketball, who had a Thanksgiving Day tournament. So how did the tournament go, girls?
Good. We're 2-0 in the Thanksgiving tournament so far, and I think it shows how connected we are because of how together we're playing right now. It feels really good to get back out there since we've been working hard in the off-season, practicing and doing open gym since like June.
Okay, so how does it feel? Like, how does everybody help on the court when there's only 5 on a court, but everybody on the court and off the court? How do they help?
Yeah, so the bench is a big part of the game. Their cheering is what helps get everybody locked in and motivated, and they can also see things that maybe the players can't and help call things out.
So how does the momentum, if you go on a 8-2 run and force the other team to take a timeout, how does that help you push to a win?
Well, we have a very large team, so the bench is always in the game and keeping the energy up. Plus, we have a great student section, especially at home games. In practice, we practice game-like situations a lot, like the end of the game situations or end of a quarter. So we know how to play composed and how to close out a win.
Okay, thank you, girls. Next up is Hope and Aaron.
Welcome back. That's all we have for today, but first we'd like to wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at CDN. As always, I'm Erin Risley.
And I'm Hope Semudis. Have a thankful Tuesday and a wonderful break.
Go, Gobble!